Hi guys, welcome back to today's video. So thank you so much for everyone who has been supporting me on this journey, for liking, for subscribing, and returning subscribers. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate. And if you're new here, welcome. So good to have you. I post on lifestyle content, blogs, just different things about my life. And today, we're talking about my skincare routine, the things I do that helps my skin, the things I do that has worked for me, and not necessarily like what people do or suggest. I just try to find something affordable that works for me and works for my skin type. So let's get right into the video, guys. One thing people don't talk about enough is the fact that skincare is very, very, very important. We talk a lot about healthcare. We talk about taking care of our bodies and all. And I think the way we have seen skincare to be, it looks like it's something like very, very expensive. Like going to the skincare, you have to buy a lot of expensive products. You have to buy this and that, and you have to break your bank. But I'm here to tell you guys that no, you can actually do skincare on a budget. It just depends on the things that you would need for a time and what is happening on your face at that moment. So for me, what I try to do is if I have money at that moment, I try to buy things maybe in bulk or in bigger quantities that can last me a while. That way, I wouldn't have to go back and go back and go back. And if it still does the same function as what I was using, even if it's not the same product, I would go for it as far as the function is the same and it works for me. So you just have to figure out what works for you. And the first thing we'll be talking about is cleansing. So let me show you guys what I use to cleanse. I use regular Eva soap. Yeah, regular Eva soap. This is literally what I've been using for the longest time. Maybe, if I'm not exaggerating, maybe roughly um 15 years now. Because I started using it from my secondary school and it's been a long, long time. So over time, my body just got used to it. Yeah, you can use anyone that works for you, but this is what I use to like bathe. So I use it for my body, I use it for my face, I use it for everything. But when I want to do like maybe if I have something that I am not very comfortable with on my face, and maybe everybody is not doing the job, or maybe the weather is just all over the place, I sometimes switch to this K Brothers, the papaya version. So this really helps in cleansing my skin. It really helps me when I wash it like twice. I don't really have to, you know, go everywhere every time. So once I use this, it also helps. So if I'm not satisfied with this, I go in with this. But if I'm actually okay with this and maybe keeping up with my routine, because most times when I don't keep up with my routine, I have to go and beg people that to help me. But if I'm able to keep up with my routine, this does the job just fine, and that's okay. So another thing I want to also mention is using a scrub. This is the Asante scrub. I don't know if it's so popular, but it's quite affordable and it is very economical. You can use it for a long time, and I don't use it every day. I use it like once or twice a week, and that twice a week is even if I go out a lot and I sweat. Maybe if I went out that day and I came back very hot, sweaty, and I'm just like a bit irritated, I go in with the scrub because the scrub contains salt and you don't want to be using salt all the time on your body because it might end up drying your skin. So you just use it like once or twice in a week, maybe preferably once in a week, yeah, or once in 2 weeks, depending on what works for you. So I use this once in a week or once in 2 weeks, according to how I feel that moment, and it really helps to take out all the dirt. It's like um exfoliates the skin. Yes, that's that word. That's the word. It exfoliates the skin. So the dead cells, all the things that have been clogged up in your face. Once you use it, it just strips it off your skin and it just makes your skin feel very fresh, very good. So you can try it if you're looking for something affordable. I know this is not a brand deal. This is just me telling you what I use for myself. Yeah. So that's for like cleansing. when it comes to cleansing, those are the things I use to cleanse. And I know people talk about double cleansing. Yeah, that's you washing your face twice. So you can decide to go in with the Eva, maybe not so mild, not so harsh, and then you can go in with the K Brothers, or you go in with the K Brothers and go in with the Eva. Just the one that works for you. You just have to pay attention. I think I had to pay attention to what worked for me because people are talking about different kinds of things. There's one other soap I once tried, Koji, I think Koji San, but I couldn't really keep up all the time because it's on the high side a bit. But if you can keep up with that, or you have something that already works for you, great. Some people use Dove, and Dove works for them. So according to what works for you, that's fine. So once you're done with your bathing, for your face, you come in with your face cleanser. So this is the face cleanser I use. Eden. Um, Maybe you guys can see it. Yeah, Eden glycerin and rose water. Yes, so this is one I use. I use this because it is very, very skin friendly. It doesn't peel my skin, it doesn't dry out my face. There are some cleansers you use that end up drying your face, they end up making your face look flaky, or some cleansers contain alcohol, which ends up drying your face. Alcohol is a drying agent. So some people are okay with it, but for me, if I use a cleanser that has alcohol, I tend to itch a lot. My skin itches me so much, and I end up washing my face, or end up being so uncomfortable for that whole day or that whole period as far as I've not washed it out. And if I end up sweating, if I happen to sweat, mistakenly sweat, ha, no, I will just be scratching. I'll just because my skin does not really like it, and so I found this one that does not contain so much alcohol. The alcohol is there, but very, very, very little. I think it has been denatured or something. It has been broken down into something simpler, so it's not harsh on me. And I use it. I use it with cotton wool. So you just take it and you just clean your face in circles, clean it very well, and any other thing that was left from washing your face will be taken off when you do this. That's the second step that I do using the cleanser. The third thing that I use would be toner. Dr. Rachel. I use Dr. Rachel because it is affordable and because it works for me. So, like I said, if you have something that works for you, you can go for it. But Dr. Rachel works for me and it's quite affordable. It is something I can actually keep up with. So I believe that the goal of skincare is to buy products that you can keep up with. So if you start a particular line of products and you feel like, oh, I can keep up with this product because they're not too expensive, or along the line, maybe if your pay or your earning um power increases, you can decide to change it. But for now, this is okay for me, and maybe along the line, I can decide to change. But I use this, and it helps to moisturize my skin. Once I finish, I'm cleansing my face, and I just use this. Sometimes I might not even have to use any other thing, and that will be it. Especially in the night, if I just want to sleep, or maybe the weather is hot and I don't want to just leave my face like that, I can just stop here and I'm good to go because it hydrates and it moisturizes my skin. There are some people that actually use the there's this moisturizing liquid thingy. I will find it and put it up there. They actually use that aloe vera also to moisturize their face after this, which is fine. Maybe if their skin is like the dry skin, so some people use that to help with the hydration. But I don't use it. Before I used to use it, but over time I figured my skin didn't need it because this was enough. So if over when I used to use it, then it used to feel like, oh, I was sweating, but I was not sweating. But my face was. Is there anything like too hydrated? Yeah, my face was feeling that way, so I just stopped using it and I stopped using only this. So once I finish using this, I go in with my serum, my vitamin C serum. So I usually use vitamin C serum of Dr. Rachel, but the serum was smaller than this and it used to finish quickly. So I decided to go for something bigger. I just went to the same place I used to buy my skincare stuff from and I saw that they had this and I was like, okay, how much is this? And they said it was 8,000. And I think Dr. Rachel, how much did I need to buy it? I can't say exactly. So I went to where I usually buy my skincare from and I asked them if they have a different kind of vitamin C serum. And they showed me this. And I was like, okay, this is actually bigger and it will serve me longer. So instead of using the Dr. Rachel's that I usually do use, instead of using the Dr. Rachel's that I usually use, I just decided to go for this because it's bigger and it serves the same purpose. So after I'm done with my serum, I go in with my moisturizer. So this is face cream. It's a face cream by Dr. Rachel, vitamin C, brightening and anti-aging face cream. So, like I said, I use Dr. Rachel because it is affordable. And maybe over time, as my earning power increases, I would also shift. But for now, nothing is wrong with it. People don't actually like it. I don't know why, but maybe it doesn't work for them. But for me, it works. So I just use this, and so far, I've used it to this point. All you just need to do is to take a little goes a long way because most times in skincare, less is more. Um, Less is more because if you take too much, you'll be blocking your pores. But if you just use a little, it will go a long way. You don't have to pack everything to ensure that it's working. Just a little, 2 to 3, just rub all over your face. You're good to go. So that's what I use for my moisturizer. Then after I'm done with my moisturizer, I tend to use my sunscreen. Dr. Rachel again, they should literally make me an ambassador. So, so yeah, I use their sunscreen. Their sunscreen is okay, it works, but I think you have to apply and reapply multiple times. I've literally almost used everything. So you have to reapply and reapply. But most times I try to just use it once and then maybe if I'm going somewhere I can take an Uber. But if it's something I need to trek long distances or walk long distances, then I might not use it at all because I know I would sweat a lot and it would wash out. So I might not use it that day. Then when I come back and I have my bath, I would use it to sleep. I know, okay, why am I using sunscreen to sleep, right? Well, it helps with sunburn. Actually, sunscreen helps with discoloration. So if you notice that maybe some part of your skin has maybe some dark spots that are not because of pimples or something. Sometimes it might be sunburn. So if you use this or if you use sunscreen, it would help to reduce the discoloration. So you can use it before you sleep. That way it would work while you're sleeping and even if there's no sun, since you've already gone out, you've come back, you're just in your resting mode, your resting phase, and your skin can actually breathe a bit. So I think you can use it when you want to sleep that way it would work better. So the last one that I use, which is not really the last, but yeah, this is actually the last. But sometimes there's one more thing I also use. This is tretinoin, tretinoin gel. I use it maybe once in 3 days, once in 5 days. That's because it's not you're not supposed to use it all the time. It's just for maybe dark spots like acne or difficult areas or difficult pimples. So you just use it like once in 2 days, once in 5 days, according to what works for you. And then if you're going out, I use it at night actually. If you're going out, you can use this before you apply your sunscreen because if you go out with it, uh, according to the indications, you're not supposed to go out directly under the sun. So if you use it, then use your sunscreen. So what I do instead is that I use it at night before I sleep. So once I use it, I use my sunscreen, then I go to sleep. So that's what I use on my face. And yeah, on my lip gloss. And with that, that is actually what I use for my face and for my skin. So if you like to know more, if you have any suggestions or you have any questions, you can drop them in the comment section. Or if you want like an in-depth video of what these different things do or does for the body or for the face, for the skin, I can do more research. I can do, more study and let you guys know. Because this I'm actually sharing from my own point of view, like what has worked for me and how I've been able to keep up, especially in terms of like the economy. So if you think this would work for you, you can try them out. If you already have like a routine that's working for you, fine, great. But whatever it is, just drop it in the comment section. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care, guys. Bye.